Solving a linear equation with several occurrences of the variable, variables on both sides, and fractional coefficients. In your Aleks pie, mouse over the light green slice, Linear Equations and Inequalities, to reveal the drop-down list of topics you need to cover. Click on Solving a Linear Equation with Several Occurrences of the Variable, Variables on Both Sides, and Fractional Coefficients. Here's an example problem. Solve for W. 1/3 W minus 6/5 equals negative W plus 7/5. Let's click Explain. We first eliminate all the fractions in the equation. To do this, we multiply both sides of the equation by the least common denominator of the fractions. And so when our fractions have denominators of 3, 5, and 5, the least common denominator is 15. And so then we need to multiply both sides times 15. And so 15 times parentheses 1/3 W minus 6/5 end parentheses is the same thing as 15 times 1/3 W. Because this is a minus, this would be minus 15 times 6/5 equals 15 times negative W plus 15 times 7/5. And so when we compute these, we end up with whole numbers, which are easier to work with. 5W minus 18 equals negative 15W plus 21. Finally, we solve this last equation for W. So let's see, what did they do first? Okay, they added, so you can add 15W to both sides, and so it gets rid of it over here, but then when you put it over here, you've got 5W plus 15W minus 18 equals 21. And then move this 18 over here, so you're going to add 18 to both sides, which gets rid of it here, but then over here you've got 21 plus 18. 5W plus 15W is 20W, and 21 plus 18 is 39. And then divide both sides by 20 to solve for W. And so then you end up with a fraction that's 39/20, which can't be simplified, so that's our final answer. Let's try another one. Solve for Y. Negative 1/3 Y minus 1 equals 6/5 Y minus 5/3. Here are my notes. Solve for Y. Negative 1/3 Y minus 1 equals 6/5 Y minus 5/3. The first thing I did was multiplied both sides by the least common denominator for 3 and 5, which is 15, to get rid of these fractions, to get me whole numbers, so it's easier to work with. So 15 times negative 1/3 Y is negative 5Y, and 15 times negative 1 is negative 15. And then 15 times 6/5 Y is 18Y, and 15 times negative 5/3 is minus 25. And then combine the like terms, so I took the negative 5Y, just added 5 to both sides to move it from here over to here. So then I ended up with negative 15 equals 23Y minus 25, and then decided to add 25 to both sides to take this and move it over here. So we've got a whole number answer on one side and Y on the other to solve. And so adding 25 got rid of this here, and then negative 15 plus 25 is 10, so 10 equals 23Y, and then divide both sides by 23 to solve for Y, which gives me a fraction that can't be reduced of 10/23. In my Aleks screen, type in the answer that I got in my notes, 10/23, and click Next. And it says that I got the correct answer. Thanks for watching.